mac and cheese. So we need we need our pasta, and I already made the pasta with um, lovely green peas. And of course, I have my bechamel sauce, so I'm gonna pop in a little bit of with flour, butter, and milk. And of course, I'm gonna I'll pop in a little bit of black pepper. So now I'm gonna pop in my soft cheese. We're gonna bake that grated cheese. So I'm gonna grab that from the fridge. Um, so I need soft cheese, um, cheese. So I'm gonna use grated cheddar at the very end. So now what I'm gonna do, so my bechamel sauce is nice and hot, nice and thick. I'm gonna pop in my soft cheese in there, make it look nice. So I'm gonna grab my spatula and then I'm gonna pop in soft cheese. So just that should be nice. That should be alright. So the soft cheese is in. I'm gonna mix that with my bechamel, nice and hot, nice and creamy. So the cheese will give it that lovely color. So now I'm gonna pop in my lovely grated cheese. But before then, I'm gonna mix everything together. So I'm gonna pop in my pasta in here. It's a lovely mac and cheese, the creamy mac and cheese. I'm gonna pop that in. So I'm going to bake that in that way. So my friends, you can see this is nice and creamy. So I'm going to mix that together, and I'm going to pop in. You can see it's nice and creamy. So it's going to look very cheesy. I'm going to bake that straight into the oven. So I'm going to pop in a little bit of milk, make it look nice. I'm going to grab some milk from the fridge. We don't want it too thick. So a little bit of milk inside, give it that nice color. Make it look we want it nice and creamy, so it looks nice now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop that straight into this lovely pan. I'm gonna bake that in the oven. So what I'm gonna do, we got some soft cheese in. I'm gonna pop in some grated cheddar. So that's the pan. It's nice and creamy. So look at that. That looks lovely. So I'm gonna pop in some grated cheddar. Mix that and pop that on top. This is a lovely mac and cheese. It's a baked mac and cheese. So I'm gonna preheat my oven to about 180. I'm gonna grab some grated cheddar. So it's a baked mac and cheese. It's nice and creamy mac and cheese made from start to finish. So I'm gonna pop that in, nice and creamy. Look at that, amazing. This is the best mac and cheese ever. Yeah. Get that in. It looks amazing. So it looks nice and creamy. Now I'm going to pop in some lovely grated cheddar. So my friend, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. So I got my grated cheddar. I'm using cashew cheese. So I'm going to grate some in there straight away on the chopping board. So I'm going to grab my grating straight away. I'm going to grate that cheese. So my friends, we're gonna grate some cheese. So we're gonna grate the cheese I'm gonna grate some cheese straight away. I'm gonna pour that straight in. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 200 degrees. Mac and cheese will be ready in 5 minutes. I'm gonna grate that now straight away. Give that nice color with the cheddar. I'm gonna make that nice and quick. Thank you for your comment, my friend. So I'm gonna quick grating that like that. So I got some grated cheddar. It looks amazing. So we're gonna pop that into the mac and cheese, and we're gonna leave that to bake for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's gonna be nice and creamy, nice and cheesy. So remember, friends, remember to share, like, and subscribe. If it's your first time watching this lovely channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. So lots of cheese. It's gonna be cheesy and creamy. Yeah. So I got lots of grated cheese. So that's the grated cheddar. I'm gonna mix some of them. I'm gonna pop some on top. I already got some soft cheese in there. That's alright. So that's the creamy. That's the mac and cheese. So we're gonna set it aside. We're gonna pop the cheddar in there and mix it together. So we got lots of cheese now ready. So I'm gonna pop the rest of the cheese straight into the bag, and then we're gonna carry on mixing that. So I'm gonna put that away, my friends. So so now what I'm gonna do, I got my mac and cheese in here. So I'm gonna mix that together. I'm gonna pop the rest on top. Make it nice and golden at the very end. Gonna mix that together. Look at that, nice and creamy, nice and thick. So now I got some lovely soft cheese and grated cheddar in here. So what I'm gonna do, my friends, I'm gonna pop some grated cheese on top. So my friends, gonna be golden at the very end. Remember to subscribe, share, and like, my friends. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna pop in some lovely grated cheddar on top. It's gonna be golden on top at the very end. So we're gonna get that straight into the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. Mac and cheese is gonna be ready in 5 minutes. Mac and cheese is my favorite meal. I love mac and cheese. So I'm gonna pop it around. Look at that, amazing. Love the cheese. It's gonna be cheesy and creamy at the very end. So that looks lovely. Hi, my friend. I'm a Chelsea fan anyway. Thanks for your comment. So now I'm gonna pop that straight away into this lovely oven. And it's gonna bake for about 5 minutes. It looks amazing. Creamy mac and cheese, my friend. Straight into the oven, my friend. 5 to 10 minutes. Mac and cheese ready in 5 minutes. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. It's gonna be baking in the oven. So once it's ready, so I'm gonna pop the camera. So the camera is there. We're gonna keep an eye on it. And then once it's ready in 5 minutes, we're gonna enjoy that. So we'll be right back. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. So I'm cooking that at 180. In 5 minutes. Lovely.
So my friends, the mac and cheese is nice and creamy. So it's ready. I'm gonna turn off the oven. So my friends, I use with cheddar and of course soft cheese. I'm gonna get it back into the fridge. So now we're gonna plate up our mac and cheese. It looks nice and creamy. So it's the best mac and cheese ever. So remember, you're making a roux with just unsalted butter, flour, and of course, get your butter, pop in your flour, mix it together, pop in a little bit of spices like your herbs, and of course, milk and soft cheese and normal cheese. Boil your pasta in a saucepan, drain it, get it ready, running cold water so it doesn't stick, and then mix everything together with your bechamel sauce, and then get that straight to the oven. You can see it's nice and creamy. So I'm going to set that straight away into this lovely dish, nice and hot, nice and creamy. You can see the stain from there. So you get the cheese. You can make your cheese nice and golden more if you want. Make it nice and brown. So for now it's ready, it's melted. So I'm going to get that straight into this lovely bowl. You can see the bowl is nice and creamy. It's a creamy mac and cheese. And you can see from the it's creamy. You can bake it more if you want. Get that straight into the oven. I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to try this lovely mac and cheese. It's nice and creamy. So I'm going to grab my fork. So my friends, if you'd like to share, like, and subscribe, thank you very much. So this is a cream mac and cheese. You can see the macaroni pasta stays, separated from one another, not sticky, and nice and creamy. It's the best mac and cheese ever. Nice and creamy, nice and cheesy. Best ever mac and cheese. You can see the peas in there. So my friends, I'll see you next time for an interesting live stream. This is really lovely, so you can give it a go. Try how to make that. I'll see you next time. But remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye for now. Bye bye. Yum yum. Bye bye. See you later. Bye.